Hello everyone, this is your boy Travis Bernard Douglas, award-winning hairstylist and breast cancer survivor. I was coming on just so I can give you an update on my reconstruction process. So last week I went in for round 2 of reconstruction. I don't think I documented any of the stuff from the first one I had in February, but however, I had a just kind of pull you up to speed. For those of you who do not know, I got a mastectomy in 2024 because I was diagnosed with breast cancer. And then I ended up doing chemo. And after my mastectomy, I ended up developing seroma that solidified and got encapsulated. And it was uncomfortable and very, very hard. And I wanted to have that removed for comfort's sake and, for the look of it. And so I decided to do it and, sat down with a surgeon, and we had a plan initially that we was going to do some fat grafting to my chest area to build it back up. As y'all can see, it's indented in, there's an indention there. So initially we were supposed to do fat grafting, but when I got to my surgery date in February, she was concerned about how hard the seroma had gotten, I guess, from the initial time we had our consultation. So she said that she was going to remove the seroma area and clean all of that out. And then she was going to put a drain tube in, sew me up, let my body heal. And then we would come back in for the main reconstruction, like, putting stuff in. And so through the process of me healing and going back to my post-op appointments, I was conversing back and forth with a gentleman who has taken this journey, and he was telling me that, the fat grafting ends up dying and it does not give you the results that you want. And if I want the projection that I have on this side of my chest, then I would definitely need to take the route of an implant. So when I went back to my doctor's appointment, I discussed it with her, and she was like, you know what, that would be a great idea. And then we can incorporate some fat grafting to buff out around the implant area. But before we can put the implant in, we would have to stretch your skin because my skin is literally laying on the muscle. So in order to do that, we would have to do a tissue expander, and I would have to keep that in for a couple of months, and they would have to refill it with saline, or, fill it with saline. I think it's weekly or bi-weekly until they get the skin stretched to what they needed to do. So that was the plan. Then the day of my surgery,